I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. Let me ask you something real quick. How did you get into this YouTube thing?
YouTube, I started doing it like about 4 or 5 months ago. I just pretty much started making videos. Wasn't anything complicated. I have a lot of fun doing it. But a lot of people were telling me before I actually started doing, they were like, you should make a channel, like you'd probably do really good at it and da da da. But it was difficult getting like in the YouTube community. It still is because of what I used to do, my past career. Like YouTube didn't want to rank my videos a certain way because like I was associated with porn and all that stuff, so that kind of sucked.
How long did
But
you?
whatever.
What got you into porn?
Um, well, I talked to an agent when I was 17, and the day after my 18th birthday, I got booked to do a scene. And well, the reason why, to tell you the truth, was because my sister kicked me out of the house and I had no money and no home. So I was like, okay, what can I do? But she kicked me out because like towards the end of my senior year, I started partying and stuff like that, and she said if you want to continue doing that, you're getting out of the house because my family's very Christian, they're pretty strict, and I wanted to like kind of continue living like that, and like for some reason I always looked up to like Playboy models and stuff like that. So I was like, I should just go to Hollywood and keep living like that and behave badly.
So how long did you actually
But
do porn for?
a year and a half.
You got out
I'm
early.
19 now,
Yeah, you got out
so.
early. Why'd you get out so early?
Um, oh my God, there are so many reasons. I So when I got in, like I was getting booked
Yeah.
nonstop. Like I did a lot of scenes. I was working pretty much every single day, and I started getting jaded, and I did everything you could imagine in the industry, and then I saw way too much. Like I saw the shadiness of the industry and like how their testing system works, and there were just things that I didn't like, and I said to myself like I don't need to be in this industry. Like I can do so much more with my life. I'm still 19,
Yeah, you're
so
still young.
that's why.
Am I the only?
Yeah.
Am I the only guy you ever talked to that I really don't even care for porno? I don't know what it is about me. It just doesn't do nothing for me. Am I the only man you ever talked to that actually told you that?
No, actually, I've heard that, like,
Doesn't
not
do
a
a thing
lot,
for me. I
but
don't know what it is. I mean, I haven't seen some of your work, but I've seen a few videos on YouTube of you shaking your ass, and I will say it's very nice. But pornos do nothing for me, and a lot of people think I'm kind of fucked up like that, but it's just the truth. A lot of people are like that though.
no, it's true. And you know what? I was always the same way. Like, I would watch videos, but just to analyze it, just to improve myself as a porn
Oh
star,
yeah.
I guess. But it never like did anything for me. I would never like watch a video and be like, "Oh my God, I'm so horny." That never happened. I would just watch it and be like, "Oh, that's interesting. I should say that next time." Uh,
Yeah, we all have our little vices. Let me ask you this. All right, here's a question for you right now. What are some decisions you made in life that you wish you could change or alter?
um, I get that question a lot.
So do
I
I.
guess I would say everyone thinks like, oh, do you wish you had never done porn? Well, not really. I learned a lot from it. It toughened me up as a person too, because I would say I'm like that type of girl that's like too nice to people, and I got in the industry where it's like you would get treated the worst possible way. It's like obviously worse than like real acting and stuff like that. So with anything I do now, I'm a lot more aware of people and not so naive. But something that I wish I would have done like differently or change. I guess I wish I would have gotten like spiritual or in my earlier life. Like I just started like getting into spirituality and like meditating and going out and being around nature and just like learning to
The nature
live
is
a
nice.
healthy, peaceful life.
Hey, let me ask you this question. How long does the average porno star's career last? I mean, you were, what, a year? So you got out of it relatively quickly.
Right. Yeah. There are people that stay. There's this woman, Nina Hartley. I think she's been in for. Oh, excuse me. I was drinking an energy drink. She's been in it for like 20 years.
Damn.
Um.
Probably looks pretty beat up,
Yeah.
too.
It all depends on how the girls uh do their career. Like everyone told me you should do it like take it very slowly, like
Uh,
only work with girls, like only do the lesbian scenes for a year and then next year work with guys. And I was like, you know what? I don't really care. I'm just gonna go on and do everything. And yeah, there are girls that like they'll hold off from doing anal for like 5 years. So it like really depends on the girl. But I just wanted to like really feel everything out
yeah.
and like
Did it pay good?
I don't know. What?
How's it pay on the for being a porno star?
It was they paid pretty good.
Yeah.
When the first agent that I talked to, she was like, "Well, you're good. You get paid at least like $20,000 a month."
Really?
And as yeah,
That's crazy.
and as a 17-year-old coming out of high school, I was like, "Whoa!" And I was working at Hooters at the time, making minimum wage, so I was like, "Yeah, I could definitely take that money." But it's not worth it. I don't think it's worth it. It's easy come, easy go.
Absolutely. All right. What triggered you into? Oh, hold up. I would have asked that. I lost my questionnaire here. When did you start playing video games?
I've been playing since like high school, but I didn't really like go public about it, I guess. Like people that I hung out with that they didn't do that. Like I always hung out with really preppy girls.
Yeah.
So I would just like play by myself and not really tell anyone. And a few months ago, like after I started doing this whole YouTube thing, I was like really showing people who I really am and my personality and everything like that. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I should show this side of myself off as well. And I started posting on the Vesty on IGN. I don't know if you know what that is. It's like
No, I don't know.
a
what that
gaming
is.
forum.
Yeah.
So it's a gaming forum, and like
Okay.
I started posting on there, and I was like, oh yeah, I play video games too. And at first they were like, what the heck? Like, you're a girl, you're a next porn star, you're lying. And I'm like, no, like I really do play. And yeah, I just started like making videos and stuff like that. So it's been fun.
What's your favorite game to play?
I'd have to say hardcore domination, 'cause it's like it's easy to get kills, so
No, but I mean,
pretty
your favorite
easy.
game actually is Call of Duty then?
Right now, yeah.
Yeah.
It got really addicting.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of girls playing Call of Duty hardcore. I don't know, I was always trying to figure out why they did that, but I guess since it's easy to get kills.
Yeah.
What were you like as a teenager?
Um, what was I like as a teenager? I don't know, like I was like kind of nerdy, but like kind of okay. Like I would go surfing and stuff like that when I lived in
Oh, really?
Pacifica.
Yeah, you're from
Yeah,
Brazil,
and
right?
yeah.
So you actually lived
But
there for a while?
I lived in Brazil until I was like about 6 or 7.
Oh yeah.
And then I pretty much grew up in the Bay Area. And then when I was like 16 or 17, I moved to San Diego to live with my sister. And, but I was always like a really good girl. I was like actually kind of a prude. I didn't want to have sex until marriage, but I
Things
had
change.
one boyfriend. What?
Things change.
Yeah. I had a boyfriend and he was like very, very sexual and he kept pressuring me and I finally gave in. I was like, okay, whatever, let's do this. But then after we broke up, I still didn't want to have sex with people because I still had feelings for him and I was like, fuck. But then like towards the end of my senior year, like I was just like, okay, whatever. Like I need to start living my life. And I started like having sex with different people, like without having feelings for them, I guess.
Who was your role model growing up?
um, when I was like it when I was in high school, this is really like sad to say, but I looked up to Kendra Wilkinson
Who was that?
because I would always she's um an ex-playmate and she had her own reality show for a
Oh,
while.
is she married to a football
And
player or something like that, or going out with a football
yeah,
player?
yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
my
she
mother used
is.
to call me up and tell me to watch this. I was like, I ain't watching that stuff. I know what you're talking about.
Really?
Yeah, my mom's in the reality show. She's always calling me up, telling me to watch these shows. I'm like, I ain't got time for that. But go ahead, continue.
Yeah. I was like addicted to watching what was that show called? The Girls Next Door,
Yeah.
which was her and like two other Playboy playmates living with Hef and like it was, I don't know, I kept like imagining myself. I'm like, "Oh, that's going to be me one day." Oh my god. Isn't that sad though? Like that's what I aspired to be.
Well, I
Oh
mean,
my
you were
god.
young. I mean, what were you, 17, 15, 16? You're young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that sad. If you were stuck on an island, what 3 things would you bring?
Um, Bananas. 'Cause I
You like
like
bananas?
bananas.
Yeah.
Water. I drink a lot of water. And SPF 100 sunscreen.
Good choice. You're going to need it.
Yeah.
What was the last book you read you recommend for people to read?
Um, the last book I read was The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. It's a really good book.
I've
I
never heard of
recommend
it.
everyone read it. Really?
Nah, I don't do too much reading.
Really?
Well, I do if it's like sports. I'm really big into football.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Who are your role models now?
Um, Now, I aspire to be like Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King. Now I have good role models.
What do you look for in a guy?
Number one, I think would have to be hard work ethic, very ambitious. I don't know what it is about me that I like, like, if I'm around people that aren't doing anything, it literally, like, I get aggravated. It pisses me off. I'm like, why are you so lazy? Why aren't you doing anything? So, someone that's like passionate about what they do and like ambitious and always wanting to like strive to do better and work harder, move to the next level, because I'm the same way.
Yeah, most of these
But
people.
that's about it.
most of these gamers, I think they are very lazy and just. I mean, I go on Twitter. You see these nerds on Twitter crying about Call of Duty 24/7. I'm like, what are these? They're
Right.
like fucking nerds.
Yeah.
It's just hilarious. What? Let me see. When was the first time you ever saw porn?
Um, it kind of popped up to me when I was in the fourth grade. I
Fourth grade.
wasn't looking.
That's crazy.
I wasn't looking for it or anything. Me and my friend were online, and it literally just came out of nowhere, and we were like, "Oh, what the fuck? What is this?" So we like kept looking at it. We were like, "Oh, well, this is interesting." But then we left it open, and my mom came home. She got really mad. I got a beating that day, but it's okay.
Okay. What is something you have been keeping a secret from people?
Um, well, I just finished writing a book, actually, 200-page book, and it's basically like about my whole life and my time in the porn industry and all of that. I'm not really sure, like, when I'm gonna release it or send it out to a publishing company or anything, but I am done writing it. I just need to like get an editor and stuff like that.